Hi, Tanna Marshall here with your Feel Good Friday message. And today I want to talk to you about when things go wrong, or things fall through the cracks, or things don't turn out the way you planned. This happened to me last week. I made 3 messages for you. I was so happy with them. I thought, oh, these turned out really well. I'm really happy with them. And then I went back to look at them. None of them had sound. And I was like, what the? I was so upset. And I try not to let things like that upset me too much because I remember one thing that's helped me with situations like that was I remember there was a sermon that Joel Osteen did where he had been typing out his whole sermon for the week and something happened to his computer and he lost it. And he was so upset and so mad. And when he finally got over being upset about it, he sat down to write it again. And what he wrote the next time was even better than before. But for some reason, this just threw my energy completely off last week. And I don't know why, but I just felt so defeated and it just kind of sucked all my energy out. I was just so upset about it. I was like, I can't believe all three are gone. So it took me a while, and I thought I can't try to re-record them until I feel better because, as I've said before, I know my energy comes through to you, and I want to make sure it's always good. I always make sure that I feel good, I'm in a good place, unless I'm trying to share a message about dealing with something that is about not being in a good place. And then, because I'm always trying to be authentic with you. So I'm always going to come from you from wherever I am, however I'm feeling. But I try to make sure the majority of the time, unless it's going to serve you, I'm feeling really good. So I finally feel better this week, and believe me, I tested the sound. We should be good to go this week. So, but I'm down here on the floor again with Boo Boo because he's wanting to spend a lot of time with me these days on the floor. So we are on the floor. But just realize that if something goes wrong, doesn't go the way you plan, falls through the cracks, or just falls apart, trust that something better is coming and that it happens for a reason. And there's a saying that man's rejection is God's protection, and I love that. And that applies more to relationships and maybe dating. If something doesn't work out the way you thought, you really like someone and they're not into you, or just someone never calls, just realize there's something better coming along. And I always tell this to people when they get laid off from a job, whether they're happy or they're unhappy or scared. I just say, you know what? That means something better is coming. So I try to always remind myself of that. It doesn't always work. But even last week when I was so upset, I thought, okay, well, I'm going to have to redo these. But when I do, they're going to be even better than before. And look, it gave me a subject matter for a whole other message for you. So there's the positive upside on that. So just look for the positive in any situation. And if you can't find it, and if you're just so stuck in your rage and disappointment and pissed offedness about the situation not working out the way you planned, that's okay. Just kind of roll with it. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling, knowing that it will dissipate over time. Because if you try to push it down and be like, everything's great, everything's fine, I trust it's going to be for something better, that's not going to help. That's just going to get stuck and cause you mental, emotional, and physical problems. And we don't want that. So if you're really pissed about something, let it out. Get upset, but realize keep it on a superficial level and don't actually, yell at people and make them feel like something's their fault. Go beat on pillows, pound on your bed, pound on your couch, get it up and out of your body. And then whatever's still left there, like it just drained my energy last week. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. So I just allowed myself to feel that. And I thought, okay, I'm going to feel better in a few days. And when I feel better, then I will jump back in and create some new messages that I know will be even better than before. And I feel good about it. So hopefully they will come across to you as even better than what you never got to see because there was no sound. You could have seen it, but you wouldn't have heard anything. So that's pointless. So just keep this in mind. When something happens that you don't want, something didn't happen that you did want, something goes wrong, something goes off track, someone disappoints you, a situation just kind of gets all messed up, trust that it's for something better. Trust that it's going to turn out just fine and even better than it would have if that thing you wanted, that plan you had gone the way you wanted it to. Because it's all working out. As Louise Hay says, it's all it's all good. Everything is working out for my highest good. Life loves me. Life is on my side. And remember, whatever rejection you're getting is God's protection. So it's all working out for your highest good. And if you can trust that, even if you get mad, just keep coming back to that place of, okay, I trust this is for my highest good. It's going to serve you. You won't get as upset. You won't send so much negative stuff out, because you got to remember too that if you stay stuck in that negative, angry place, you're going to start attracting negative, angry people and situations, and you don't want that. So just deal with your emotions, feel them, and allow them to be gone. Allow yourself to release them. You can actually do some tapping to release those feelings of anger and disappointment if it's really intense and it's lasting a long time. And you can get more information about tapping at thetappingsolution.com. But a lot of people do know about tapping. So definitely use that if something has got you so upset that you just kind of can't get out of that place of being angry and stuck in that frustration and negative feeling. So allow yourself to feel it. It's okay. You don't have to push it down. And then realize that it's going to dissipate. It's going to lift. It will be alleviated at some point, and things are going to turn out even better. I promise you. And if you can trust that, that will be your experience. That was my experience. It took me a little longer to get over it than it usually does, but it's okay. I felt better, and I'm doing some new messages for you, and it's all good. So it's all working out for my highest good. It's all working out for your highest good. And I want to thank you for joining me for these messages every week. I'm here to support you and hopefully uplift you and inspire you. If you're going through the same situation, I'm here for you. So remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave your comments below. If you would like these messages delivered straight to your inbox every Friday, jump over to my website, tannamarshall.com, join the mailing list. You get a special little note from me every Friday that only goes out to my list, and I would love to have you there. So with that, I just want to wish you a great weekend. If things aren't going the way you planned, or if something happens over the weekend, just remember this. Remember to breathe and feel how you're feeling. Do your best to let it go and trust that something better is coming, because it is. And the stronger you can believe that, the more quickly it's going to come to you, and the more you will believe this for the next time it happens. So take that. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time.